Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
I know you're unwell. I know your organization is unwell.
My organization is definitely unwell. My physical human body is also not doing well. Not in a serious way, just in that holiday, everyone has a cold way.
Late December.
I mean, our fantasy match and watching the Chicago Bears did not help my cold. But,
No.
But I don't think it caused it either. But, So yes.
Listen, I just want to say the empathy that I have for you watching that Bears game with the week on the line. Let's just say, we know the stakes. Whoever wins 2 out of 3 in the final 3 here. So I won this week by 6 points, and it weirdly didn't feel that dramatic for a Monday Night River. It's strangely, I don't know why, because I kept thinking you could, obviously if Justin Jefferson or Bijan, either one comes out with a big effort, and you could win that game very easily.
I thought I did have a chance, but then when Justin Jefferson dropped
killer.
A wide open 30-yard touchdown.
Which what would have been the winner now, as we see. That would have won the week
Would have won the week, yeah. But when he dropped that, I was like, I'm toast.
Yeah.
Well, first, congrats to you.
Thank you.
Good win. You win 188 to 182.
Yes.
Which I think is I'm sure that's the highest losing score of the season.
Yes, you're right.
And then I think it's our highest combined total.
It is.
I got to say, losing on the Monday Night River, watching the defense you're playing against my hometown team.
I know. It is bad.
And then they're going for it on 4th down and 1. They can't get 1 yard. Every single time they do, you get another point.
I get a point.
They're in field goal range. And then sack fumble. It was just like
it's sour. It's sour.
I do not recommend that way.
No, I didn't like it to play out that way. I didn't like. I really just wasn't feeling with defenses. It's always weird. Your Bears are just hard. I mean, it's hard. Poor Caleb. He's very talented, but he's just gotten a raw deal. I hope he should just do like a total recall, like a mind erase after this season, or Men in Black. Get that little pew and just forget this whole season, because he's got the talent.
Yeah.
But it's been a rough run for him to start.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a little Eternal Sunshine. And
they will. Yes.
Him and Eberflus are
Eberflus under the sheets.
Run around the beach and just forget about that Thanksgiving Lions game,
Yes. Just lens flares everywhere over Eberflus.
Meet me in Naperville. Shout out to the Chicago suburbs.
Yes. You're giving some legit, some hometown cuts there. Oh man, this is, it's win or go home. I mean, listen, we don't have to, we can keep it tight and punchy this week, because I know, you're under the weather. I'm feeling weird about this because I have to root for week 18. I just have to.
Yeah. So the situation that you've won now, you're now up 8-7.
Yep.
The point lead is, you have the point lead. So if you win this week, you're the 2-man dance champion.
Yeah.
If I win this week, we go to week 17. And then again, if you win that, you're a 2-man dance champion. If I can somehow win the next 2 weeks, we will force the first ever week 18 replacements match.
The whispers have been pushed to the brink.
If I had won this week, I would say we would be a favorite to have the week 18 whispers.
Yes.
Now we're sort of up against it. So
I think it's a fair, you know what though, if we're just throwing around odds like we always like to, I would still say this still feels like, I know you have to win 2 games. It feels like it's 2-1. But just based on the odds of you having to win 2 and me having to win 1, I guess that just...
You think it's 2-1 that we'll get to week 18?
2-1 that yes, 2-1 against, I'm saying. So
I think it's more 3-1 area, but who cares?
You know what though? I'm going to go the other
We're basically flipping every week, I think, and so 2 flips is 25%.
2 flips. But if you win that 1 flip, the only thing is you're going to win the flip. Here's what I actually think it is. I'm going to take that back. I think it's 2-1 favorite. I think we're going. I'm flipping it. I think we're going to week 18. I think we were going to week 18 the moment McCaffrey's name was peeled off and placed on the board. The moment the draft started and McCaffrey went on that board, we were going to week 18.
Boy, I hope you're right, because I really want it. It's funny because so obviously, like, going to week 18 is such a more fun, dramatic way for this to conclude.
Absolutely.
Whereas you just winning again this week would be anticlimactic.
Yep.
So in that sense, this loss was disappointing because it makes that outcome more likely that you're going to win in 16 weeks. And then we got close to week 18, but didn't quite get there. But if I knew for a fact we were going to get to week 18, this would be a more dramatic, fun outcome is you winning this week, where now I have to win 2 to get there.
Yes. So
if it does happen, it would be more fun.
High drama. The gods know. Listen, the gods, if they understand one thing, it's the theatrics of it all.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think this is the most dramatic way possible.
I did also feel like after the double touch.
Yes.
I really felt like I was going to win the next week.
I mean, you were high. You were after the double touch. You felt like you were gonna. I felt you reaching through. Your pupils were the size of $50. Like you were straight up high on that double touch.
Yeah, they were. I looked intoxicated.
You did.
I did kind of. I felt weird about this week. Just in this like, it felt like if I won, it would have been too easy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. I kind of do. Yes.
It's like. Yeah, and so now, you know.
I think let me say this. I think we're both dialed in right now because I felt that as well. For you, I was like, I want week 18. So again, I have the luxury because of points of sitting here being like, okay, of course I still want to, careful what you wish for, but of all ways to lose in a week 18, fiasco is the way to go down. I will never regret having that happen. So yeah. I feel like, yeah, I was feeling a little bit weird this week as well. I was kind of like, I don't think this is Midland's week. Even going to that Monday night game, I was like, yeah, it was kind of close, but then it was not really ever it just didn't feel right.
But I just want to get to week 18.
Let's just get there.
It seems like we're both at peace with losing week 18. We just want to get there.
I think that's true. I really do. I think we can't underestimate. And until you out there, anyone listening dares to venture into a two-man dance yourselves, you won't realize how rare I feel like this is to get to this point. Even this point that we're at right now.
Oh, it's completely
is wild.
It's wild. It basically doesn't happen.
My dreams are dashed, but I will also say, was it about accuracy? Was this one of those premonitions that we needed? There weren't lottery numbers being put up there. It was basically the idea was you were going to win the record and I was going to win the points. That's my takeaway from the dream.
Well,
because you can't win 10 games now.
There's something you maybe haven't considered.
Oh,
there
no.
is.
Oh, no.
There is.
Week 18.
There is one way and only one way that your dream can come true.
Oh, fuck.
Because I have 7 wins. So if I'm going to finish with 10 wins, that means the only way that possibly happens,
of course,
is that we get to week 18 and I win week 18.
Which is why the tall grass blowing in the wind, I couldn't see anything else. What I missed there was the scoreboard was showing the week 18 final and then the final standings, which is 10 wins. Dom.
So now the real drama we have left is, was your dream just a dream? Or was it a true premonition?
Well, I'll tell you what, now if you win the next 2 and we go to 8, I'll be the unwell one. I'll be calling in sick because that's just that. How could it not be that? The dream is alive and well.
The dream is alive, potentially.
Yes,
potentially.
Well, and of course, since we're doing a complete redraft, what I also love about that, I just desperately want this is the season. You want to talk about getting into the muck. This is literally a season where you were comfortable using your final 2 waivers because of the state of how many injuries there are. You looked at the entire pool, the one that we would be forced to go in and draft from now. You looked at that whole pool a couple of weeks ago and you said,
yeah,
a defense and with this wild waiver on McCaffrey, which is going to pay. So that's where you were at that point, which makes sense because I was looking. I mean, I haven't had any waiver moves since it was still 85 degrees out. My waivers have been gone for a long time, but I was looking at the pool every week and it's like, ooh, I just don't. So this draft is going to be something. This is where we really have to roll our sleeves up and get in there and really use some expertise because
it's a beautiful year for a replacements draft.
It is. Well, the table is set for that. I did a lot of sloppy Googling last night because I was trying to find a scenario, a 7-game series, mostly NBA. I was trying to think of. I couldn't come up with any but that the pivotal game 5 was lost, and then the team won 6 and 7.
Murf, you're asking the right person.
Oh, okay. Please, when has that happened?
Okay, so Celtics Lakers, the second time they met in the Kobe era
with Paul Pierce and Kobe. Yeah.
Celtics went up 3-2, and then Lakers won game 6 and 7.
Oh, interesting. I do remember this. Yes. Okay.
I got another one for you.
Okay.
Spurs Heat of the second of the back-to-back with LeBron. Spurs went up 3-2. Miami won game 6 and 7. Game 6 was that Ray Allen buzzer beater.
The buzzer beater, right. I was trying to get this for some sort of, just a little motivation, a little gust of motivation for you to say, hey, you lost the pivotal game 5, but you're coming back with 6 and 7. You're going Ray Allen next week. That's what that is. If Josh Allen's your Ray Allen, the Allen.
I need a metaphorical 3-pointer from metaphorical Allen.
A triple touch is what you need from
I need
Josh
a triple
Allen.
touch. I really do. No, he did a valiant effort keeping me in it this week, but it wasn't quite enough.
Wasn't quite enough. Next week it's going to be. I'm still going to labor. And I said, listen, I went back and listened to a couple of the eps from this season too. I was trying to get some context in my own mind, and I was chirping back in like week 5, week 6. I was already having a hard time with the Hurts Jackson juggle. So I'm going to do the same thing again this week. I don't know where I'll land, but
you've got a tough one with that. I'll say this: I've already set my lineup for this week, and I've thrown away the Tinker keys.
The Tinker keys are gone.
The Tinker keys, I've thrown them out the window. If you want to check out my lineup, it's set. I'm not messing with it.
Wow. Wait, respect. I respect. I was wondering what the hell hit me in the head. It was the Tinker keys coming out the window.
Yep.
I mean, I have a feeling, though, I'll leave hexes aside. I'm just looking. I like that your lineup is locked. The Tinker keys are gone. I've picked them up, and no matter what you do, you call me in the middle of the night trying to look for those Tinker keys. I've got them in my pocket.
Just this week, I just looked at it and I knew, and I'm like, I'm done. That's it.
I think that's good.
I don't need to think about this.
Me, on the other hand, I will be both swapping people out and making homemade GIFs for you at the last minute, right up until kickoffs, likely. But also, I will be in the sky.
To be fair, Lamar and Hurts it's agony of its.
It is tough. I'm going to be packing. I'm going to be going on the road to go to Pennsylvania. It's going to be kind of I'm going to be flying that day, so I might wake up at 4 a.m. and just make make some sort of strange lineup decisions. Listen, what we said, how we both agreed that we didn't feel great going into last week about Midland. After this conversation, I feel the exact opposite about Midland this week.
It makes me nervous,
Well, listen, I'm just telling you how I feel in my guts.
I like to hear how you feel.
I feel Midland in the guts this week.
Look, I set the lineup. I threw away the Tinker keys. I'm at peace. So
I'm going to replay that sound effect of keys jangling right here.
Keys.